All right, today on 2 Minutes with Thomas, we are talking about how to increase your focus. So, talking about earlier with a buddy of mine, Cal Newport, he wrote a book called Deep Work, and it is so true in what we do. Our focus will produce more results if we are focused. And people talk about multitasking and how that is a myth, because when I go from task 1 to task 2, it takes me anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes to get back on that task I was wanting to do and be totally focused on it. And so we're gonna talk about a couple things that we can do to stay focused. Number one is take your phone and turn off all notifications. I have text is the only one I have, so I don't have any social, any email, anything that hey, the Bears won tonight. I don't have none of that. I've just got text. And a lot of times, if I'm really wanting to stay in a hole of just deep focus, I will turn it on to silent so that I can't hear anything. That's the first thing. Block off your calendar and to where your team or people that you work with or work for you, it says D&D, do not disturb. I do that and I just tell them, say, hey, look, if this is on the calendar, don't call me, don't text me, don't do anything because I'm not going to answer. So if you can do that and communicate with your team so that they don't bother you, that will be critical. Saying no. We live in a culture of yes. And a lot of times when we say yes, it gets dangerous because it handcuffs us to having to do something that we really don't want to do. And we're saying yes just because we think we need to say yes. So saying no, the older you get, the wiser you get, and the more successful you get, the more you're going to have to say no, because the more people are going to want you, your time, and your knowledge for whatever it is that you're great at. So saying no is critical. Hire and train well. Why does this help with focus? Because what happens is if you hire well and you train well, you can hire people to do things that suck you away from the thing that makes the most productivity in your life. Whether it be you studying this or you producing content or you being great at your craft. So hiring and training well is critical. And what does that look like? For me, it's admin, people that can do the stuff that I don't want to do or I'm not very good at. Bobby Bowden said this years ago. I want to hire coaches that know more than I do. You never want to be the smartest guy in the room at everything, ever. Everyone want to be the smartest guy in the world, smartest guy in the room on everything, because what happens is if you're always having to teach and always having to do, that means that you're not able to do the things that you want to do. Finances. Have someone look at the nuts and the bolts. Now, you as the owner have to know what's going on, but have someone that can process that and put that down so that you don't have to be in the nuts and the bolts and the weeds of that every day. Physical labor. Now, some of us have jobs that cause us to have physical labor, but if there's something that I can train someone to do, that is going to leave me time that makes me more productive, then I need to be doing that thing, and I need to hire Johnny to do that other thing. Selling and execution. This is what I'm dealing with right now. I'm having to hire people that can sell, but also execute, because if I want to grow, I need to be able to do that, but I also need more people that can do that. What is it selling? You obviously know what selling is, but you got to teach them your business on how to do that. The next thing is execution. Executing the things so that you don't have to be present. So all that being said, we get focus by having these little bitty habits that stack on top of each other so we can have more focus throughout our day so we can be better at the thing that makes us the most successful in our day.